You know, over the years, if there's one area I always get a little nervous about, and if I'm not nervous, somebody will remind me about it, is anytime I start to talk a little bit about politics. That really scares Christians today. You know, if you're in the pulpit or you share something about politics or some issue, people just get really nervous because they think, wow, this is moving away from the faith into something secular. I think the most important thing that I could say is we need to realize as Christians, we have to talk about politics because politics is life. As Christians, we can't take our faith away from life. And so we should be able to speak the truth and love about politics or any subject without fear. Do we want to divide people? No, but we also run the risk of not saying anything. And in doing that, we bring people to a place where they have no truth to evaluate anything. One of the questions as we're coming into this election season and also on into the future is, does the faith of political leaders make any difference? Does the president's faith make any difference? Does it depend at all what a president's faith is? And I think the answer is absolutely yes. The idea that we could have a president, for instance, in this country who's an atheist and think that's going to go well with the way this country is founded is just not true. So as you go back into the history of the country, what have we learned? We've learned that when the United States was put together, it was put together by people who understood that faith of the leadership would acknowledge God and bow before Him. As a matter of fact, the entire Constitution, notice, is set up to have three branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial. Three in one. As a matter of fact, if we had time today, we could talk about how all of them is a wonderful picture of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But the reality is we cannot rip faith or belief in God out of a president or any other leader. So is faith an important part of a president's life? Absolutely. And this is the challenge for us today, is to discern what that faith is, to test that faith, and to ultimately seek to support candidates who have an acknowledgement of the Lord, who have a real faith, and to recognize that this country is not designed to be run by secular people. America's in trouble today because of that. So I want to encourage you as you're thinking about that question, is faith important for the president? Absolutely. And may we work as a society to make that an issue and to make the issues of faith something we always have to look at and support, and not something that we run away from because we call it politics. Let's not do that. It's happened enough already. We need to stop that and begin praying again for godly leaders who have the real thing.